Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you a simple, yet powerful secret. The words you speak to yourself every day hold the key to unlocking the financial blessings waiting for you. Our minds are like fertile soil. What you plant, you will grow. If you speak words of scarcity and lack, your bank account reflects that reality. But if you choose to speak abundance, prosperity, and wealth, watch how the universe responds. For just 3 days, I want you to commit to speaking these affirmations aloud with conviction, not as wishful thinking, but as absolute truth. Speak them with faith, speak them with joy, and watch how your bank account begins to reflect the abundance you claim. Now, here are 7 powerful affirmations to transform your financial life. 1. I am a magnet for wealth. Money flows to me effortlessly and in abundance. Ladies and gentlemen, beloved friends gathered here today, I invite you to open your hearts and your minds to a truth so profound that it has the power to transform every corner of your life, especially the corner that holds your finances. We live in a world that constantly tells us money is hard to come by, that wealth is reserved for a chosen few, or that it must be chased, battled for, or won through struggle. But I stand before you today to declare a far nobler truth, one that the ancient masters, sages, and all great teachers have known since time immemorial. Money is not hard to get. Wealth is not scarce. Abundance is the natural state of the universe. And you, dear friend, are a magnet for this wealth. Say it with me. I am a magnet for wealth. Money flows to me effortlessly and in abundance. There is something sacred in those words. They are not mere wishful thinking or positive platitudes. They are a declaration of your birthright, a proclamation to the infinite intelligence that governs all creation that you are ready, willing, and deserving to receive. Now you may wonder, how can money flow effortlessly? How can abundance be easy when the world shows me struggle and lack? I hear you. This is the doubt many carry, and I want to help you release it today. The law that governs money is the law of attraction. It is a divine law that responds to the vibrations of your thoughts, your feelings, and your spoken words. Like attracts like. If your thoughts are tangled in worry, fear, or limitation, your bank account will mirror that energy. But if your heart sings with faith, expectation, and joy, money will flow as naturally as rivers to the sea. Listen closely. The universe is not punishing you, it is reflecting your inner world. You are the artist of your financial destiny. The moment you accept that, the moment you begin to paint your reality with the colors of abundance, everything changes. Think of yourself as a magnet. A magnet does not force the metal to come near. It simply holds a vibration that attracts the metal. It is magnetic energy. Likewise, you hold a vibration, an energy that draws money toward you. Now, how do you raise that vibration? First, you must believe. Belief is the foundation. Without belief, no force can move the mountain. I want you to believe with your whole being that money is drawn to you like iron to a magnet. Close your eyes for a moment and feel it. Imagine a golden light within you, warm, radiant, pulsing with energy. This light is your magnetic power. As you breathe in, it grows stronger. As you breathe out, it sends ripples into the world, calling to money and prosperity. Feel it now. Say to yourself, I am a magnet for wealth. This is not just a sentence, it is a powerful decree. When you say it, your subconscious mind listens and begins to align with that truth. But belief alone is not enough. You must also act as if you already are that magnet. Your thoughts, your feelings, your daily actions must reflect the reality of abundance. This is not about arrogance or pretending to be rich while you have little. It is about stepping into your highest self, the version of you that is worthy, abundant, and open to receiving. When you wake each morning, remind yourself, money flows to me effortlessly and in abundance. Say it like a prayer, like a song, like a promise you make to your soul. Watch how your attitude toward money shifts. No longer a source of stress or lack, but a source of energy and opportunity. You will begin to notice small changes. Perhaps an unexpected refund arrives. Maybe a long-lost check appears in the mail, or a new client calls you out of the blue. These are not coincidences. They are signs from the universe affirming that your magnetic energy is working. Now, I want to share with you a story of a woman named Grace. Grace was once like many of us, struggling financially, filled with worry about bills and debt. She thought money was scarce, and her mind was cluttered with fears of lack. One day, she decided to try something new. Every morning she looked in the mirror and declared, "I am a magnet for wealth. Money flows to me effortlessly and in abundance." She spoke these words with faith, even when her heart was afraid. Slowly, her mindset shifted. She stopped fearing money and began welcoming it. She noticed new opportunities at work and unexpected gifts from friends. Within weeks, her bank account began to grow. Grace's story is not unique. It can be yours too, because the universe hears your words, feels your faith, and answers your call. But you must be consistent. The magnet does not attract metal once and then stop. It holds its force steadily and unceasingly. For 3 days, I ask you to make this affirmation your daily ritual. Say it aloud with confidence and conviction. Write it down. Feel it deep within. As you do, notice the shift inside you. Notice the growing peace, the blossoming hope, the expanding confidence. And as your inner world changes, your outer world will follow. Money will come to you in ways you never imagined, effortlessly, abundantly, beautifully. Remember, abundance is your divine right. You were born into a universe of limitless provision. All you must do is open yourself to receive. Speak these words, believe them, live them. I am a magnet for wealth. Money flows to me effortlessly and in abundance. Let this be the melody that guides your days and the mantra that soothes your nights. Feel the power of your own word. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are ready. The money you desire is not far away. It is already moving toward you now. Your magnetic energy calls it. Your faith draws it. Your joy welcomes it. Walk forward now with confidence, with open hands and open heart. The universe is on your side. You are a magnet for wealth. Money flows to you effortlessly and in abundance. Say it again. Say it often. Say it with all your heart. And watch the miraculous unfold. Thank you. To every dollar I spend comes back to me, multiplied many times over. Beloved friends, seekers of truth and abundance, welcome once again to this sacred space where we gather to ignite the flame of prosperity within our hearts. Today, I bring you a message that may seem mysterious at first, but when embraced, will open the floodgates of your financial blessings. It is a principle as old as the rivers, as vast as the skies, yet as intimate as the breath you take. Every dollar I spend comes back to me, multiplied many times over. Let these words roll off your tongue with power and certainty. Let them take root deep in your consciousness, for within this simple affirmation lies the secret of the eternal flow of wealth. You see, many people fear spending money. They clutch it tightly as if scarcity were the only law. They hesitate, they hold back, they resist. But dear friends, money is not a finite resource. It is energy, living, breathing energy. And when you use it with wisdom and gratitude, it becomes a river that returns to you, deeper and wider than before. Imagine the ocean waves. They come in, they go out, yet the tide always returns. It does not withhold, it does not stop, it flows continuously. Your money is like that tide. When you spend, you send money out like a wave. But if you spend with the right mindset, with faith and joy, that money returns to you manyfold. This is a law of the universe, the law of circulation. Money must circulate. It cannot stay stagnant in your hands or in your pocket. When it moves, it creates life and opportunity. Hold your money too tightly and it dries up. Let it flow and it multiplies. Now you might ask, but how do I spend money so that it comes back multiplied? Can I just spend on anything and expect riches? The answer lies in intention. Every dollar you spend is a seed planted in the fertile soil of the universe. If you plant that seed with generosity, faith, and a grateful heart, it grows into a mighty tree of abundance. If you plant it with fear, doubt, or resentment, it withers and dies. Let me tell you, spending with joy is the first step. When you buy something you need or desire, do so with a heart full of appreciation. Feel grateful for the ability to purchase. Feel the happiness your money creates, whether it is food for your table, tools for your work, or gifts for your loved ones. Say silently or aloud, as you spend, "Thank you, universe, for this opportunity to circulate wealth. May this dollar return to me many times over." This simple act of gratitude transforms your money from mere paper or numbers into living energy. It is no longer just currency. It is a sacred gift in motion. But there is more. Every dollar you spend with positive intention sends a signal to the universe. It says, I trust in abundance. I am not afraid to give, because I know more is coming. This trust is the cornerstone of multiplication. You must believe that your spending is an investment in your prosperity, an investment that returns with interest, blessings, and miracle. Consider the story of Samuel, a humble man who lived in a small village. Samuel was poor, yet he had a generous spirit. Every day, no matter how little he had, he gave something away, a coin, a meal, a kind word. He believed that what he gave would return multiplied, and indeed, the universe answered. Soon, Samuel found his crops growing bountifully, his debts cleared mysteriously, and new sources of income appearing. His bank account, though small at first, grew steadily. Why? Because Samuel understood the sacred law of circulation. He did not hoard money out of fear. He spent with a joyful heart and trusted that every dollar would come back to him many times over. You too can be like Samuel. Begin today by changing how you think about spending. Release the fear that money is scarce. Instead, embrace the knowing that money is abundant and eager to come back to you multiplied. Now, how does this multiplication happen? The universe is infinitely creative. When you put positive energy into the flow of money, it opens doors you never imagined. A small purchase might lead to a big opportunity. An act of generosity might inspire others to bless you in return. A simple investment in yourself or your business might grow into a flourishing enterprise. All these are ways your dollar multiplies, but there is a practical side too. Keep your mind open to new ways money can return. Be alert to unexpected gifts, surprise checks, new clients, better jobs, and sudden ideas. When a dollar goes out, watch for the seeds it plants. Celebrate the returns, no matter how small. Every time you see a multiplication, say thank you, universe, for multiplying my money. This gratitude keeps the flow strong. And one more vital point, release attachment to the how. The universe knows the perfect ways to bring your money back multiplied. Your job is to trust and remain open. Don't limit yourself to human understanding. Instead, embrace faith. Faith that your spending is an act of sowing. Faith that what you give returns to you many times over. Faith that abundance is your birthright. Now, to make this truth real in your life, I invite you to do this simple exercise. Each time you spend money for the next 3 days, say aloud with feeling, every dollar I spend comes back to me multiplied many times over. Feel the power of those words. Imagine the money you have spent blossoming into a garden of riches. Visualize it growing, expanding, returning to you in unexpected ways. Watch for the miracles, and remember, the universe loves a joyful giver. When you spend with joy and gratitude, you align yourself with the divine flow. Fear and worry clog the channels. Joy and trust open them wide. So speak these words often. Make them your daily mantra. Carry them in your heart. Your life will change. Your bank account will grow. Your peace of mind will deepen, because you have learned the secret that many never discover. Money loves to be given away. It grows when it flows. It multiplies when it moves. And you, dear friend, are the blessed steward of this great cosmic dance. You are the gardener, planting seeds of wealth with every dollar spent. Nurture those seeds with faith, gratitude, and joy, and watch the harvest come. I close today with this blessing. May every dollar you spend bring back tenfold blessings. May your heart remain open and your spirit joyful. May you walk in abundance, prosperity, and peace. Say it once more with me. Every dollar I spend comes back to me multiplied many times over. Thank you. 3. I am worthy of receiving limitless financial blessings. Dear friends, radiant souls gathered here in pursuit of light, abundance, and the fulfillment of your highest destiny. Today I invite you to embark on a journey inward, a journey to the heart of your being, where the seeds of your worthiness are waiting to bloom into an endless garden of wealth and prosperity. For far too long, many walk through life carrying a silent and invisible burden, the belief that they are somehow unworthy of true abundance. Perhaps you feel it deep inside, a whisper in your mind that says, I don't deserve this, or money is for others but not for me. Let me tell you this now, as plainly and as lovingly as I can. You are worthy. You are divinely worthy. You were born worthy, not because of what you have done, not because of who you know, but simply because you are. The very essence of your being commands the universe to supply you with limitless blessing. Say it aloud with me now, and let the words ring in your soul. I am worthy of receiving limitless financial blessings. Feel the power in that statement. It is not arrogance. It is not pride. It is the truth of your divine birthright. You see, abundance is not a prize to be earned by struggle. It is a natural state that flows to those who claim it with faith. Too often, the blocks to wealth lie not in the world, but in our own hearts and minds. Negative beliefs about money, worthiness, and success create invisible walls around the treasures that are meant for us. When you say, I am not worthy, you send a signal to the universe that you do not accept its gifts. When you say, I am worthy, you open the floodgate. Remember, your thoughts and words are seeds planted in the fertile soil of the subconscious. Plant seeds of worthiness and watch as magnificent trees of prosperity grow. You may wonder, how does one come to truly believe that? How do we uproot years of doubt and replace it with confidence and grace? The first step is awareness. Be gentle with yourself. Notice the stories you tell yourself about money and work. Do you hear a voice saying, I'll never have enough, or money is hard to get, or I'm not good enough? Catch those voices and thank them for their message, but tell them firmly, I am rewriting this story. Next, choose a new story, one of worthiness and abundance. Affirm it daily. Speak it as if it were already true. Stand before your mirror and declare with conviction, I am worthy of receiving limitless financial blessings. Feel the words vibrate through your body. Feel the shift inside you. This is no small thing. Changing your inner dialogue changes your energy, and changing your energy changes your reality. The universe is like a mirror, reflecting back what you project. If you project worthiness, abundance reflects back. If you project scarcity, lack return. Now I want to share with you a tale. The tale of a man named Elijah. Elijah was a man of great kindness, but poor self-worth. He worked tirelessly, yet his pockets remained empty. He believed he did not deserve wealth. One day, a wise elder told Elijah, your poverty is not your fate. It is your belief. Change your belief, and your life will change. Elijah took these words to heart. He began each day by saying, I am worthy of receiving limitless financial blessings. He repeated it throughout the day, especially when doubt crept in. At first it felt strange. His mind rebelled. But he persisted. Over time, Elijah noticed a change. He began to accept opportunities he once ignored. He asked for raises, he started a small business, and he made peace with money. Gradually, his income increased. More importantly, his peace of mind and joy increased. He learned the truth we all must learn. Your worthiness is not measured by your bank account. Your worthiness creates your bank account. Beloved friends, when you accept your worthiness, you open yourself to a river of blessings. These blessings flow in ways seen and unseen, sometimes in unexpected gifts, sometimes in new ideas, sometimes in meaningful relationships. But always, they come, and the river never runs dry. To deepen this truth, I invite you to practice this exercise. Each morning, stand before your mirror, look into your own eyes, speak to yourself with love and conviction. I am worthy of receiving limitless financial blessings. Pause and feel it. Let the truth settle in your heart. Then carry that feeling with you throughout your day. When challenges arise, return to your affirmation. When doubt whispers, speak louder. I am worthy. Your words will grow roots in your subconscious. Your energy will shift, and your life will follow. There is no need to justify or prove your worthiness. It is already given. You need only accept. Think of a flower opening to the sun. It does not struggle or strive. It simply unfolds and becomes what it was meant to be. So too must you unfold into the fullness of your worthiness. And as you do, watch how the universe responds. Doors open. Opportunities flow. Money comes. All because you dared to say yes to your worth. Now I want to remind you of one last sacred truth. Abundance is love made visible. When you say, I am worthy of limitless financial blessings, you are saying, I am worthy of love, joy, and life's richest gift. And the universe delights in giving those gifts to those who believe. So claim it now. Say it with me one more time. I am worthy of receiving limitless financial blessings. Hold that truth close. Let it light your way. And step boldly into your abundant life. Thank you. 4. I see opportunities for wealth all around me, and I take inspired action. Dear friends, bright souls on the path to abundance. Today we gather to awaken the eyes of the heart, the eyes that see beyond limitations and glimpse the endless opportunities that surround us. It is said that wealth does not come to those who wait, but to those who see and then act. Yes, wealth is not a passive gift. It is a living, breathing dance between vision and action. Let me invite you now to speak with me these words. I see opportunities for wealth all around me, and I take inspired action. Say it slowly, deeply, with the intention to believe and embody. These words hold a powerful magic, for they shift your vision and open your awareness. You see, the world is abundant beyond measure, but many walk through life blind to the treasures that surround them. They miss the chance conversations, the small ideas, the simple gifts that could change everything. But you, dear friend, are different. You choose to see with new eyes. You choose to open your heart and mind to the infinite possibilities that the universe lays before you every single day. When you say, I see opportunities for wealth all around me, you are training yourself to notice the hidden doors that lead to prosperity. Perhaps it is a new skill you can learn. Perhaps it is a neighbor who needs your help and can reward you. Perhaps it is an idea whispered in a quiet moment, waiting to be acted upon. The key is vision. Vision is the lens through which you view your world, and that lens can either focus on scarcity or on abundance. Which will you choose? The great masters teach us that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You may not yet see the wealth you desire, but through your words and thoughts, you prepare the soil for its growth. But vision alone is not enough. I take inspired action. Notice these words carefully. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality, but not just any action. Inspired action. Action that comes from a place of clarity, faith, and purpose. Inspired action flows naturally, effortlessly, and joyfully. It is not forced or frantic. It is guided by intuition and divine timing. When you combine vision with inspired action, the universe moves with you. It conspires to bring your desires into form. Consider the story of Miriam. Miriam was a woman who longed for financial freedom but felt stuck. One day she chose to declare, I see opportunities for wealth all around me, and I take inspired action. From that moment, she began to look differently at her life. She noticed a flyer for a workshop on entrepreneurship. She felt a nudge to attend. She met new people who opened doors she had never imagined. With courage, she started a small business, taking one step at a time, following her inspiration. Today, Miriam's business flourishes, and her bank account reflects her faith in opportunity and action. Miriam's story can be your story. How do you cultivate this vision and inspired action? First, practice mindfulness. Be present in your daily life. Notice the small chances and openings. Listen to your intuition. Ask yourself, what opportunities for wealth are right in front of me? Second, write down your ideas. Ideas become plans. Plans become action. Third, take the first step. No matter how small, the first step breaks inertia. Even a tiny action signals to the universe your readiness. Fourth, trust your inner guidance. Not every step will be perfect. Some actions will need adjusting, but stay open and flexible. Inspired action is a dance, not a march. Fifth, be persistent. Some opportunities take time to unfold. Do not give up too soon. Keep your eyes open and your heart eager. Sixth, stay grateful. Gratitude magnifies your power to see. It opens your eyes wide. And finally, share your blessings. When you help others see their opportunities, you multiply your own. Remember, abundance flows through generosity. Now, to make this affirmation a living reality, I invite you to a daily ritual for the next 3 days. Each morning, say aloud with conviction, I see opportunities for wealth all around me, and I take inspired action. Then, throughout your day, keep your eyes and heart open. Journal any opportunities you notice, no matter how small. Take inspired action on at least one of them. Feel the excitement of movement toward your dreams. At night, review your day. Celebrate every action taken, every opportunity seen. Watch how your vision sharpens. Watch how your confidence grows. Watch how your bank account begins to respond, because the universe honors those who see and act. Beloved friends, Wealth is not just found in banks or wallets. It is found in the courage to see beyond what is and reach toward what can. It is found in the faith that your inspired steps will lead you home. So say these words again with me. I see opportunities for wealth all around me, and I take inspired action. Let this be your mantra, your compass, your light. Walk forward now with open eyes and an open heart. The world awaits your vision. The universe awaits your action, and your abundant life is just ahead. Thank you. 5. I am grateful for the wealth I have, and the wealth on its way. Beloved friends, radiant souls on this journey toward abundance, I invite you to pause with me for a moment, to breathe deeply, to open your heart, and to embrace one of the most powerful forces in the universe. Gratitude is more than a polite word or a fleeting feeling. It is a sacred vibration, a divine frequency that calls to the very heart of creation and sets into motion a river of blessings. When we speak of wealth, too often our minds rush to numbers, bank accounts, and possessions. But I ask you today, what if wealth is far deeper than gold and coins? What if wealth begins with the simple, pure act of giving thanks? There is a secret taught by the wise, a secret hidden in the folds of the universe. Gratitude is the magnet that draws abundance. Yes, my dear friends, by expressing genuine gratitude for the wealth you have, no matter how small it may seem, and the wealth on its way, you open yourself to receive far more than you have ever dreamed. Let us say together, slowly and with feeling, I am grateful for the wealth I have, and the wealth on its way. Feel those words as a song in your heart. Let them echo through every fiber of your being. Because gratitude transforms your energy. It shifts your focus from lack to plenty, from fear to faith, from resistance to receptivity. Think about it for a moment. When your heart is full of gratitude, can you feel fear? Can worry linger? No. Gratitude clears the clouds of doubt and lights the way. I want to share a story with you. A story about a woman named Anna. Anna was struggling with finances. Bills piled up, her savings were low, and she felt overwhelmed. She worried constantly about money running out. One day, a friend gave her a simple gift, a small journal, and a suggestion. Write down every day 3 things you are grateful for, especially about money and abundance. At first, Anna felt skeptical. How could gratitude help her pay bills? But she committed to the practice. Every morning, she wrote, I am grateful for the coin in my pocket. I am grateful for the meal I ate yesterday. I am grateful for the roof over my head. And each night, she reflected on the blessings of the day. Slowly, her mindset began to change. She stopped focusing on what she lacked and started noticing what she had. She felt a new peace and hope blossoming inside. Then, one morning, she received a small, unexpected refund. Later, a friend offered her a part-time job, and the changes continued. Anna discovered that gratitude was not just about feeling better. It was about creating a magnetic field of abundance around her. When you are grateful, you align yourself with the universal law of attraction. The universe hears your thanks and answers with gift. But gratitude requires sincerity. It cannot be forced or faked. It must come from the heart. So I invite you to cultivate true gratitude. Begin by appreciating what is already present in your life. The money you have, the resources, the opportunities, the lessons, no matter how small, give thanks. Next, be grateful for the money you know is on its way. Trust that the universe is preparing blessings for you, unseen and perfect. Say to yourself, I am grateful for the wealth on its way. This simple phrase plants seeds of faith in your subconscious. It creates expectation, which in turn draws abundance near. Another beautiful aspect of gratitude is that it softens your relationship with money. Instead of chasing or fearing it, you begin to welcome it. Money becomes a friend, a partner in your journey. Rather than a foe, you begin to treat it with respect and kindness. You no longer hoard it out of fear, but share and invest with joy. And the more you give thanks, the more you receive. This is a divine cycle, the cycle of giving and receiving, of sowing and harvest. To deepen your practice, I invite you to create a daily ritual. Each morning, before you rise, close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Then say aloud, I am grateful for the wealth I have and the wealth on its way. Visualize your life filled with abundance. See your bank account growing. Feel the joy of financial freedom. Throughout your day, pause when you remember and say thanks for small blessings. A kind gesture, a helpful word, a small gain. At night, before sleep, write down 5 things you are grateful for regarding your finances and life. This practice will retrain your mind to focus on abundance, and with repetition, it will become your natural state. I encourage you to stay patient. Sometimes the universe answers in mysterious ways. A blessing might arrive in a form you do not expect. Be open. Trust the divine timing. Do not judge or limit what abundance looks like. It could be a new client, a raise, a creative idea, or even peace of mind. Gratitude will help you recognize these gifts. As you nurture gratitude, you will notice your mindset shifting from lack to plenty. Your energy will lift, your heart will open, and your bank account will reflect the inner transformation. Remember, abundance is not just money. It is a feeling. It is a state of being. When you cultivate gratitude, you embody abundance. You become a beacon for prosperity. Dear friends, I urge you to embrace this powerful truth. Make gratitude your daily companion. Say it with conviction, with faith, and with love. I am grateful for the wealth I have and the wealth on its way. Let it echo within you. Let it guide you, and watch how your life blossoms in response. Thank you. 6. Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. Beloved friends, seekers of abundance, gather your thoughts and open your hearts for what I'm about to share. There is a spiritual truth so beautiful, so liberating, that once you accept it, your relationship with money will never be the same. Here is that truth. Money is not limited to your salary. It is not bound to your business alone. It is not chained to one source. Money can and will flow to you in expected and unexpected ways. Let us declare it together, slowly with faith. Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. Do you feel that? That's the power of a mind breaking its chains. Most people live believing that their income can only come from a fixed path. They say, I get paid twice a month, and that's it. Or, I only make what my business earns. But this is not divine truth. This is human limitation. In the grand design of the universe, money is simply a servant of abundance. It is not bound to a single door. It flows like a river, and a river has many tributaries. If one path is blocked, the current finds another. But here is the catch. You must believe it, expect it, and allow it. Let me tell you a story. There was a man named David. David worked in a small office, earning a modest salary. Every month he felt trapped by the numbers in his paycheck. He thought, this is my limit. I can't earn more than this unless I get a raise. One day, an old friend told him, stop thinking of your paycheck as your only supply. Start speaking this truth every morning. Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. At first, David laughed. How could money come to me unexpectedly, he thought. But he decided to try it. Every morning he declared it. Every night he whispered it before sleep. Within weeks, something unusual happened. A neighbor offered to pay him to design a flyer for a small event. Then his cousin invited him to help with a short project and paid him generously. Later, a long-forgotten insurance refund arrived in the mail. David realized, the money was always there, but my mind was too closed to see it. My friends, the same is true for you. The universe is infinitely resourceful. When you trust it, it will surprise you. It will send money through your job, yes, but also through gifts, bonuses, business ideas, investments, refunds, prizes, partnerships, and opportunities you never imagined. When you speak this affirmation, money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. You are opening the floodgates. You are telling the universe, I will not limit your channels. I am ready to receive from anywhere. Now, some of you may say, but I don't see it yet. And I say to you, that is because your eyes are still looking in one place. Let me give you a picture. If you stand at one door waiting for a visitor, You may not notice that they are knocking at the side gate. You must turn your head and be willing to check every entry. That's what this affirmation does. It turns your head. It opens your vision to the many doors through which abundance can walk into your life. I encourage you to start practicing the law of openness. The law of openness says, I release my demand that money must come in a certain way, and I welcome it from all rightful channels. That word rightful is important. We are not speaking of dishonest or harmful gain. We speak of money that flows clean, pure, and blessed. Money that brings no sorrow with it. So here is how to live this step. Every morning, affirm with joy, money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. Say it aloud. Say it in the shower. Say it while making coffee. Let it sink deep. Throughout your day, look for evidence. Did someone buy you lunch? That's unexpected flow. Did you find a coupon that saved you money? That's unexpected abundance. Train your mind to notice these small streams, and they will grow. When you receive, give thanks immediately. Gratitude multiplies blessings. Say, thank you, divine source, for this provision. I welcome more. When you open yourself to unexpected supply, you are also opening yourself to divine ideas. Many times the most abundant blessings come disguised as inspiration, a business idea, a creative project, a connection with someone new. These ideas are seeds of abundance. If you plant and nurture them, they grow into fruitful trees that keep giving for years. But if you dismiss them because they seem too small or too strange, you may miss your blessing. So here is my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, whenever an opportunity or idea comes, instead of saying that won't work, ask yourself, could this be one of the unexpected ways my supply is coming? That simple shift in thinking will turn you from a skeptic into a receiver. I promise you, this step will change your life. Remember, there is no shortage of money in the world. There is only a shortage of open hearts and minds willing to receive it in all the ways it can come. The river of abundance is already flowing. It is flowing now. Your declaration is not about making it flow. It is about stepping into it. So stand with me, right now, and declare it with the full power of your spirit. Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. Say it again, louder. Feel the certainty rise in you. See the doors swinging open, the envelopes arriving, the bank notifications lighting up your phone. See the joy in your face as you realize you are cared for, provided for, and supported by an unlimited source. Dear friends, let us walk away today knowing that our wealth is not limited. The channels are many, the flow is constant, and the supply is endless. The money you need, and more, is already on its way, from paths seen and unseen, in ways expected and unexpected. Receive it, believe it, give thanks for it, and so it is. 7. I command my wealth to circulate and multiply in ever-increasing measure. My friends, we have come to the final step in this 3-day journey. A step that does not merely ask for abundance, but commands it. The words we are about to speak are not a request, not a timid wish, not a fragile hope. They are a decree, a royal proclamation from the throne of your spirit. Say them with me. I command my wealth to circulate and multiply in ever-increasing measure. Do you feel the power in those words? This is not pleading with the universe. This is stepping into your role as a co-creator with it. This is standing tall and saying, I know who I am, I know my birthright, and I claim it now. The law of circulation. Wealth is not meant to stagnate. It is like blood in the body or water in a stream. It must flow to stay alive. When you cling to money out of fear, when you hoard it because you think more will not come, you choke off the flow. But when you release money with joy, when you allow it to move through you, paying for your needs, blessing others, investing in your dreams, it returns to you multiplied. It is the law of circulation. Whatever you send out, in thought or form, comes back to you in greater measure. If you plant one seed in the soil, it does not return as a single seed. It returns as a plant bursting with many more seeds. The same is true with money. You plant it through giving, investing and circulating, and it comes back multiplied, in the perfect season. Why you must command, not beg. Some people approach wealth with the energy of a beggar. Please, life, give me just enough to get by. But the divine is not moved by desperation. It is moved by alignment, by faith, by knowing. When you say, I command my wealth to circulate and multiply, You are not bossing the universe around. You are aligning your words with the truth of divine law. You are speaking as one who knows the laws of abundance and trusts them to work. This is not arrogance, this is divine confidence. The same confidence a farmer has when he plants seeds, knowing a harvest will come. Circulation is not recklessness. Now let me be clear. Circulating your wealth is not the same as being careless with. You don't throw money away thoughtlessly, you release it with purpose. When you spend on yourself, do it with joy. When you give to others, do it with blessing. When you invest, do it with vision. Every time money leaves your hand, declare, "This is coming back to me multiplied." Think of yourself as the river through which abundance flows. You are not the source, God is the source, but you are the channel. And the wider and freer the channel, the greater the flow. The energy of multiplication. Multiplication happens naturally when your energy is free from fear. Have you noticed how people who trust money always seem to find more of it? It's because they keep it in motion. They tithe, they give, they invest, they bless others, and the law responds by bringing more. But those who hold tightly, counting every coin in terror of loss, find that even what they have begins to slip away. That's why this affirmation is so powerful, because it trains you to command wealth's return, not fear its loss. A true story of multiplication. There was a woman named Eleanor who came to me years ago. She was generous at heart but always broke. Every time she got a little extra money, she would give it all away without any thought, leaving herself struggling again. I told her, "Your giving is beautiful, but you must give with the consciousness of return. Each time you give, speak to that money as if it's alive, because tell it to come back multiplied." She began to do this. When she tipped a waiter, she said silently, "I release you joyfully, and you return to me in ever-increasing measure." When she paid her bills, she blessed the money and thanked it for returning multiplied. Within months, her income doubled. Opportunities began to appear out of nowhere. She didn't change her work, she changed her energy, and that changed everything. Your command is a spiritual law. You must understand, this is not superstition. It is not magic in the sense of fantasy. It is spiritual law. Every word you speak has power. When you speak over your wealth, you are giving it instructions. If you speak in fear, you tell it to shrink. If you speak in lack, you tell it to disappear. But when you speak with authority, you tell it to grow and multiply. Your words are like the captain's orders to the crew. The crew does not argue, they know how to practice this command. For the next 3 days, every time you interact with money, whether receiving it or spending it, I want you to say out loud or in your mind, "I command my wealth to circulate and multiply in ever-increasing measure." Do it when you check your bank account. Do it when you hand over cash. Do it when you swipe your card. Do it when you give to someone in need. Feel the truth of it in your bones. See the money leaving you joyfully, knowing it will bring friends when it comes back. See your financial life expanding like ripples in water. From command to celebration. As you do this, you will notice something. The fear around money will begin to dissolve. You will start to feel safe, even joyful, when money leaves your hand. You will begin to see it as part of the great dance of abundance. And soon, you will not just command your wealth, you will celebrate it. You will feel gratitude not only for what you have, but for the endless flow that is always returning to you. So let's speak it together one last time, with all the conviction of a king or queen upon their throne. I command my wealth to circulate and multiply in ever-increasing measure. Feel it, own it, live it, and watch as your finances begin to reflect the truth of your word. 8. I open my hands to receive blessings from expected and unexpected sources. My friends, if you have walked with me through these steps, you already know, abundance is not only about working hard or about what you can see. True wealth, true blessing, is not confined to the narrow channels you've been taught to rely on. It does not come solely from your job, your business, or the people you know. The universe, God's infinite storehouse, is a realm of endless channels. And today we open ourselves to them all. Say it with me now. I open my hands to receive blessings from expected and unexpected sources. The limitation of expecting only one way. Many people block their own blessings without realizing it. They pray for abundance, but in their minds they decide exactly how it must come. They think, if I can just get a raise, then I'll be secure. Or, If only this one customer pays me, then I'll be fine. They trap themselves in the prison of a single expectation. But friends, the divine is not limited to your imagination. If you think only one door can open for you, you have shut yourself away from the 1,000 doors God can unlock in an instant. Expected sources are wonderful, but not the whole picture. Yes, we are grateful for the expected channels, your paycheck, your clients, your sales, your investment. They are blessings indeed, but if you rely only on them, you will always feel at the mercy of circumstances. True abundance comes when you trust that even if one door closes, 10 more can open in the most surprising way. The magic of unexpected sources. Unexpected sources are the universe's way of reminding you that it is not limited. A check in the mail you didn't anticipate. A refund you didn't know you were owed. A stranger paying for your meal. A friend gifting you something you needed without you asking. A sudden opportunity to earn more than you imagined possible in one day. These are not coincidences, they are the natural outcomes of being open to receive. And yet so many walk through life with hands tightly closed, holding on to control, holding on to their fears, holding on to the belief that it can only happen this way. Opening your hands is symbolic of opening your heart, opening your mind, and loosening the grip of your limited thinking. When you open your hands, you are saying to the universe, I trust you, I trust your timing, I trust your creativity. I trust that you know far more ways to bless me than I can imagine. A plan falls through, and you feel frustrated, only to realize later that it freed you up for something far greater. Sometimes they come so quietly that you almost miss them. A meeting, a conversation, a simple introduction that ends up changing the course of your life. This is why you must train yourself to expect good, no matter where you are. You must walk as though blessings are already on the way. Because they are. A story of the open hand. There was a man named Peter who worked hard, but his business was struggling. He came to me in despair and said, I don't see how I can get out of this. The only hope is if my biggest client renews their contract, but they're hesitating. I told him, you are putting all your faith in one door. That's not faith. That's fear disguised as hope. Let go of that one door and open yourself to all doors. Reluctantly, he began affirming, I open my hands to receive blessings from expected and unexpected sources. 2 weeks later, not only did his big client renew, but an old acquaintance reached out to partner on a new venture that doubled his income within months. The lesson? The moment you stop insisting how it must come, you make room for blessings to rush in from every direction. How to practice this? I want you to live this step daily. Here's how. Say the affirmation morning and night. I open my hands to receive blessings from expected and unexpected sources. Release control over the how. When you catch yourself thinking, it must come from this job, this sale, this deal, gently remind yourself that the universe has limitless ways to provide. Acknowledge every blessing, no matter the size. Someone buys you coffee, that's an unexpected blessing. You find a discount on something you were going to buy, that's a blessing. Every acknowledgement strengthens the flow. Stay alert for opportunities. Sometimes unexpected blessings require action. A phone call returned, a meeting accepted, an invitation attended. Follow your intuitive nudges. The law responds to openness. The more open you are, the more you receive. This is not empty theory, it is a law. Closed minds repel miracles. Open hearts attract them. You don't need to know where it will come from. You only need to know it will come, and it will. Living with expectation. When you truly believe that blessings are coming from every direction, you begin to live differently. You walk with confidence. You expect good news in your mailbox. You expect your phone to ring with opportunity. You expect strangers to become friends and friends to become partners in prosperity. This is not naive optimism. This is the consciousness of abundance. Let's declare it together. Stand in your power now and speak with me, as if all the forces of the universe are listening, because they are. I open my hands to receive blessings from expected and unexpected sources. Feel your shoulders relax. Feel your heart expand. See blessings arriving from every corner of the earth. See your life becoming a constant stream of provision, joy, and surprise. One more thing, you cannot open your hands to receive without also opening them to give. Giving and receiving are the inhale and exhale of abundance. When you receive unexpectedly, give thanks, and pass some of it forward. Not out of obligation, but out of joy. This keeps the great wheel of blessing turning in your life. My friends, the moment you release your grip on how, and open your hands to however, you unlock the floodgates of divine provision. Walk out of here today expecting good from everywhere, and watch how the universe proves you right. 9. I stand as a magnet for divine opportunities. My friends, by now you understand, abundance is not only about money, it is about alignment. It is about standing in such a way that what you desire cannot help but find you. And that is exactly what we declare in this step. I stand as a magnet for divine opportunities. The nature of a magnet. Let's begin with the image of a magnet. A magnet does not run frantically through the room chasing metal. It does not beg, plead, or exhaust itself to attract what is meant for it. It simply is. It rests in its nature. It knows its power, and because it knows, attraction happens naturally. And so it is with you. Stop chasing. Start attracting. Too many people live their lives chasing opportunities. They run after every lead, every offer, every glimmer of hope. And yet often they return home empty-handed, exhausted, and discouraged. Why? Because chasing from a place of desperation sends out a signal of lack. And lack can only attract more lack. But the moment you choose to become a magnet, you shift your energy. You stop grasping outward, and instead you radiate from within. The power of inner alignment. Being a magnet for divine opportunities is not about luck, it is about alignment with your source, with God's infinite storehouse of ideas, connections, and blessings. When your thoughts are aligned with truth, when your words speak life, when your actions are in harmony with your vision, the right opportunities flow toward you without strain. What are divine opportunities? Not every opportunity is worth your time. Some things look good on the surface, but lead to disappointment. A divine opportunity is different. It carries peace with it. It expands you. It does not require you to betray your values or compromise your joy. It fits into your life as though it were made for you, because it was. The trap of forcing doors open. I have seen many force themselves into situations that were never theirs to begin with. They pushed until the door gave way, only to find an empty room inside. But when you stand as a magnet, you don't have to force. The doors that open for you will lead to rooms prepared in advance, rooms filled with everything you need to succeed. Your energy speaks before you do. You may not realize this, but every room you enter, you bring an energy with you. Before you say a single word, your energy has already announced something about you. When you carry the consciousness of a magnet, people feel it. They are drawn to you without knowing why. They want to help you, partner with you, introduce you to others. It is not manipulation. It is the natural response to divine alignment. It's a story of magnetic opportunity. I once knew a woman named Clara who longed for a new career. She sent out dozens of applications, went to countless interviews, and yet doors remained closed. I told her, "You are trying to force the river. Instead, become the magnet. Declare that what is meant for you will find you. Stand in your worth. Stop running and start radiating." Reluctantly, she stopped the frantic search. She focused on building her skills, enjoying her days, and affirming every morning, "I stand as a magnet for divine opportunities." Within weeks, a friend mentioned her name in a conversation with a company executive. That executive called her directly, not for an interview, but for an immediate offer. She did not chase it. It chased practical ways to stand as a magnet. I want you to live this principle daily, not just as a nice idea but as a way of being. Carry yourself with readiness. Dress, speak, and act as though you are already living your next level. Opportunities flow to those who look ready to receive them. Follow inner nudges. Sometimes being a magnet means being at the right place at the right time. Listen to your intuition. That small voice may guide you into a divine appointment. Release desperation. You do not have to grab everything that comes your way. Trust that the right opportunities will circle back if they are truly your faith that opportunities are abundant. Scarcity whispers, "If you miss this chance, you'll never get another." Faith declares, "What is mine will find me." And there is more where that came from. When you live from abundance, you stop fearing missed chances, because you know you live in a universe overflowing with them. Divine timing. Being a magnet also means trusting the timing. A magnet does not pull in something before it's within range. Some opportunities are still being prepared for you. Some connections are still in motion, making their way toward your path. When you understand this, you stop panicking and start preparing. A magnetic presence. I want you to imagine walking through life as though every step you take is pulling good toward you. People, ideas, resources, invitations, breakthroughs. You are not chasing them. You are simply being yourself, standing tall, radiating certainty. And they are finding you. Feel how effortless that is compared to the constant chase. So let's declare it together. Stand with me now. Put your feet firmly on the ground. Lift your head. Breathe deeply. Now say with all the conviction in your soul, I stand as a magnet for divine opportunities. What is mine cannot pass me by. Every step I take draws good toward me. Say it again, slower this time, and feel the truth in every word. Living in the flow. When you truly live this way, something remarkable happens. You stop worrying about how things will come together. You know that if you keep your energy aligned, opportunities will cross your path, often when you least expect them. The phone will ring, the email will arrive, the person you need to meet will walk right into your life. It will not be because you forced it, but because you became it. One final note on being a magnet. Remember, a magnet does not attract everything, only what resonates with. So if you want higher opportunities, elevate your vibration. If you want divine partnerships, live with divine integrity. Like attracts like, you stop chasing shadows and start welcoming substance. And you will find that life, oh life, will bring you far more than you ever thought to ask for. 10. I release all limiting beliefs about money. I am free to receive without end. My beloved friends, today we have come to a turning point in our journey. For all the words we have spoken in the days before, for all the declarations of abundance, gratitude, and faith, there is one last great step that must be taken. And it is not an outward step, it is an inward release. Because as long as you hold on to the chains of your old beliefs about money, abundance cannot flow freely to you. You may speak words of prosperity all day long, but if in the hidden places of your heart there is still a whisper saying, I don't deserve it, it's too hard. Money is evil, it never works for me, then that whisper becomes the wall that keeps your good away. That is why today we speak with power. I release all limiting beliefs about money. I am free to receive without end. Say it, slowly. Feel the words melt away every hidden resistance, every quiet doubt, every deep fear that has ever told you, you can't. For years, many of us have been taught ideas about money that are rooted in fear. We were told that money is the root of all evil. We were told that wanting wealth makes us selfish. We were told that to be spiritual, we must be poor. We were told that abundance belongs to the few, not to the many. But my dear friends, those were never divine laws. Those were human beliefs, born of misunderstanding, fear, and limitation. The truth is this: money is energy. It is neither good nor evil in itself. It is a tool, a servant, not a master. And just like air, sunlight, or water, there is more than enough for everyone. When you hold on to limiting beliefs, you live like a person standing at the edge of a great ocean, dying of thirst, yet refusing to cup your hands in the water because someone once told you the ocean belonged to someone else. It is time to set yourself free. I want you to imagine that every thought you have ever believed about money is written on slips of paper in your hand. Some of those papers are full of life-giving truths. Money flows to me with ease. I am blessed to be a blessing. The universe supports my abundance. But others are heavy, toxic. It's hard to make money. I'll never get ahead. There's just not enough to go around. Today we let those heavy slips fall to the ground. We drop them. We release them. We walk away free. Because every time you let go of a limiting belief, you make room for a greater truth to take its place. Now I know some of you might be thinking, but I've struggled for so long. How can I believe in abundance now? And I tell you, it does not matter how long winter has lasted. The moment the sun rises in spring, the snow begins to melt. Your past does not determine your future unless you insist on carrying it forward. Let us declare together, I choose now to release the past. I choose now to believe that abundance is my divine right. I choose now to know that there is no limit to what I can receive, for the source of my supply is infinite. When you hold this truth, you stop measuring your prosperity by your current bank balance, by your job title, by your history. You begin to measure it by the limitless supply of the universe, which knows no bounds. Think of a radio. The signal is always there, carrying music, voices, and news. But if the radio is tuned to the wrong station, you won't hear it. Your limiting beliefs are like static on the dial. When you release them, you tune yourself to the frequency of abundance, and suddenly, you hear the music of provision everywhere you go. Now I want to give you a powerful practice for the next 3 days. Every time you catch yourself thinking a limiting thought about money, stop and say, "That is an old story. I am free now." Then replace it immediately with this truth: "I am free to receive without end." Do this over and over until it becomes your automatic response. At first, it may feel like work, but just as a river will carve a canyon if it flows long enough, your new beliefs will carve new paths in your mind. Soon abundance will be your natural state, and receiving will feel as normal as breathing. And here is the beauty: when you release your limiting beliefs, you don't just open the door for money, you open the door for joy, for peace, for health, for love, for every good thing that your soul has been longing for. Because lack in one area of life is never isolated. It is a symptom of a deeper belief in limitation. When you dissolve that belief, the floodgates open in every direction. So my beloved friends, I invite you now to stand tall in your spirit and speak with power. I release all limiting beliefs about money. I am free to receive without end. Say it once for your past, to break the chains. Say it once for your present, to unlock the flow. Say it once for your future, to declare the path you will walk from this day forward. And know this: the moment you truly release those old beliefs, your life will begin to rearrange itself to match your new vibration. People will appear with opportunity. Ideas will come that you've never thought of before. Doors will open that you didn't even know existed. The law is simple: when you believe you are free, you become free. Let this be the day you stop carrying the old story. Let this be the day you choose to walk into the unlimited ocean of abundance with open hands. Let this be the day you remember that the universe is not holding anything back from you. Only your own beliefs ever could. And now, as we close this step, take a deep breath, place your hand over your heart, and whisper one last time, "I am free to receive without end." Carry it with you, live it, and watch as your life blossoms into the abundance that has been waiting for you all along. Thank you. The word has been spoken, now the harvest comes. My beloved friends, we have walked together through a great and holy journey. Step by step, word by word, you have planted the seeds of abundance into the fertile soil of your own soul. We have declared that money is our obedient servant. We have commanded it to multiply. We have called forth opportunities from the unseen. We have released fear. We have aligned our hearts with gratitude. We have spoken the language of the wealthy in spirit. And finally, we have shattered every limiting belief that once held us in chains. Now here we stand, on the threshold of your new life. It is not enough to have heard these words. It is not enough to have nodded your head in agreement. It is not enough to have written the affirmations. The final step is this: you must now walk in. Do not leave this place and slip back into the old rhythm, the old stories, the old self, the self that says, maybe tomorrow, maybe one day, maybe when the conditions are right. No, the conditions are right now. The seed is planted now. The harvest is promised now. You are no longer the person who came here wondering if abundance is real. You are no longer the one who doubted if you were worthy. You are no longer the one who feared money or felt guilty for wanting more. That self is gone, like a shadow at sunrise. What remains is your true self, a creator, a receiver, a channel for infinite supply to flow into the world. And this is the great truth you must carry. The universe has never been your enemy. God has never been withholding from you. Your good has always been at the door. You simply needed to open it. We opened it in step 7, when you took command over your financial destiny. We opened it wider in step 8, when you spoke the language of faith instead of the language of fear. We flung it wide in step 9, when you chose gratitude as your atmosphere and attitude. And we removed the last lock in step 10, when you released every limiting belief about money forever. Now the door stands open, and the river of provision is already flowing. Do not block it with doubt. Do not dam it up with worry. Do not poison it with fear. Instead, tend to it with daily words of faith. Guard it with gratitude morning and night. Water it with generosity toward others. And most of all, live as if your abundance is already here. Because some of you will see results in days, some in weeks, some in months, but all will see the harvest, if you remain steadfast and do not let the enemy of fear steal your seed. You have not just been speaking words, you have been setting laws in motion. The law of supply has heard, the law of increase has answered you, the law of faith has begun its work, and now you must let it be. A farmer does not dig up his seeds every morning to see if they are growing. He trusts the process. He knows the harvest is certain, and so must, from this day forward, let your inner voice speak with authority. I am rich in spirit, rich in joy, rich in peace, rich in love, and rich in supply. I have more than enough, always. Money flows to me in avalanches of abundance from expected and unexpected sources. Everything I give comes back multiplied. My prosperity blesses the world, and the world blesses me in return. Let these words be the air you breathe. Let them be the lens through which you see life. Let them be the foundation you stand on when the storms of doubt try to return. Because storms will come, fear will knock on your door again, lack will whisper its lies, but you will not answer. You will remember that you are no longer the person who lives in that old house of poverty in mind or spirit. You have moved into the mansion of abundance, and you are never moving back. So as we close, I leave you with one final vision. Picture yourself standing in a vast golden field, the sun warm on your face. This is your field of harvest, the manifestation of every word you have spoken in faith. Stretch out your hands, feel the weight of the grain, heavy with promise, ready for gathering. This is your abundance, your answered prayer, your reward for believing. Now begin to walk forward and gather it, for it is yours. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. The word has been spoken, the seed has been planted, the law has been set in motion, and the harvest comes, pressed down, shaken together and running over. Receive it, live it, be it, for you are the living proof that abundance is real. Thank you, and may your life, from this moment forward, be a shining testimony of wealth without end.